Okay, hello again, grade 10. So this is the last part for our chapter 9. So before we have discussed about the endocrine system and also the nervous system, so now we'll be discussing about the human reproductive system. So of course, we're going to talk about first about puberty. So puberty is the period of physical changes in adolescents as their body reaches sexual maturity. So usually, puberty happens during the ages of 13 to 18 years old. But there are some people who reach puberty at an earlier age. So they are the early ones. So the youngest I think is siguro mga 8, 9, 10, mga ganun. But it's different for each person. Okay? There are also people who are late when it comes to achieving or getting kung kailan mangyaring puberty sa kanila. So, yun yung mga late bloomers naman natin. Okay, so why does puberty happen? So it is a change brought by hormones. So we all know that when we discussed about the endocrine system, a lot of hormones are present. So a lot of hormones are utilized by our body. So the hormones produces the secondary sex characteristics. So the secondary sex characteristics are the manifestation of the hormones produced by the glands. So for example, the secondary sex characteristics is the enlargement of breast, the production of not production, but the growing of pubic hair in the armpits, in the in some areas of our body, and also the deepening of voice, broadening of shoulders for males. For females, we have the broadening of the hips so that we can be ready for carrying a child in the future. Okay, so um, another thing is we have the sex cells, or we call them the gametes. So these are the specialized cells that contain the genetic information from parents. So these sex cells are produced by the reproductive system so that we can make another human being. Okay, so para makapagbuo ng bagong individual. Okay. So now let's go first to the male reproductive system. So and we will be discussing these parts. So, I'm not sure kung na-discuss na sa inyo nung before, pero I think somehow hindi na tayo ganun na magtatagal dito. And so, first is the scrotum. So, the scrotum is the loose skin that contains connective tissues and a layer of smooth muscle called tunica dartos. So, the scrotum is the one that protects the testes. Yan. So, kung nakikita nyo dito, so siya yung outer covering. Okay? So, next part is the testes. So, these are held in place by the scrotum. So, again, the scrotum contains the testes. So, the testes is the one that we discussed before in the endocrine system. So, the job of the testes is to produce millions of male sex cells called sperm cells and also to make the male reproductive hormones. So, again, yung testes, it's both the part of the reproductive system for males and also in the endocrine system because it produces hormones. Okay? So next we have the epididymis. So the epididymis is the tightly coiled series of thread-like tubules that form a comma-shaped structure on the posterior side of the testes. So this is where the sperm cells are stored before ejaculation. So para lang siyang tunnel yung epididymis. So nasa likod ng yan. Kung nakita nyo dito, ito. Yung ating sperm duct. Yeah. So next we have the vas deferens. So this is the long muscular tube that conveys mature sperm from the epididymis to the ejaculatory duct. So ito ay isang connecting part na naman sa male reproductive system. So we also have the ejaculatory duct. So this one extends to the prostate gland and joins with the urethra within the prostate gland. So ito ay mga parang daanan lang din. So next is we have the prostate gland. So the prostate gland is there to secrete prostate fluid. So it is one of the components of semen. Kasi pag nag-ejaculate, it is the, pag nag-ejaculate, nagre-release tayo ng, nagre-release ang males ng semen, which is this mixture of sperm and fluid. So yung semen, doon nakalagay yung sperm. So the muscles of the prostate gland also have propelled this seminal fluid through the urethra and into the female reproductive organ during ejaculation. So kaya importante yung prostate gland kasi ito yung nagbibigay ng push para makalabas yung semen and mapunta siya dun sa female reproductive organ during intercourse. Okay. And so next, the urethra. This is the tube inside the male organ that carries urine or semen. So it will only let it wait lang. It will only let one at a time. So kung urine yung lalabas, urine lang. Kung semen yung lalabas, semen lang. So it is the continuing part of the ejaculatory duct. And lastly, we have the penis. So it is the male organ of copulation that transfers the sperm cell to the vagina. It is an accessory organ and it is composed of erectile tissue so that it can transfer the semen containing the sperm into the female reproductive system during intercourse. And so, balikan lang muna natin yung itsura ng ano. Ayan. So, dito, and so sa test magsisimula yung production ng sperm cells, and then it will go to the sperm duct, and then it will pass through here through the prostate gland so that the prostate gland will also produce the fluids to to mix both the sperm and the semen, and then it's going to pass through here in the urethra. So dito kasi banda yung ejaculatory duct. So ito yung urethra. And then this is the penis that's going to enter the female reproductive organ yung sa vagina. And then, ayan, dito siya lalabas. Yan, sa dulo. Okay, so para mangyari ang fertilization. Okay? So, do you have any questions? Ulit-ulitin nyo na lang ang video. So anyway, so the sperm cell this is how a sperm cell looks like. So I think you already know this one. So, and during puberty, a boy's hormones affects the way his body develops. So the sperm cell has a nucleus. So all cells have a nucleus. So the nucleus of the sperm cell contains the genetic material of the father. Okay, so yung copy of the genetic material. So, importante yung nucleus na nasa head ng sperm cell. And then the tail is the one that is used to propel the sperm once it is traveling inside the fallopian tube. Kasi sa fallopian tube, that's where fertilization happens. So, syempre, ang dami kasing dadaanan pa ng sperm cell. So, from the vagina to the uterus and then inside the fallopian tube so that it can meet the egg cell there. So, kailangan yung tail nila ay ginagamit nila para makapunta sila kung asaan yung egg cell. Okay? Yeah. So, now let us go to the female reproductive system. So, this one facilitates the fertilization of ova by the sperm and supports the development of offspring during pregnancy and infancy. So, ito yung summary ng mga parts ng female reproductive system. So, let's just go through the different parts. So, first, we're going to discuss the ovaries. So, women are born with hundreds of undeveloped female egg cells or ova. So these eggs are stored in the ovaries and released every month after puberty. So if you all know, the name of the first menstruation of uh, a girl is called menarche. Okay, lagay nga natin dito yung spelling na menarche. Okay, saan ko lalagay? Dito lang sa taas. Yan. Okay, so yan yung tawag dito. Yan yung tawag sa first menstruation ng isang babae, menarche. Ayan. So, unused egg cells dissolve and pass out during menstruation. So later we will be discussing the menstrual cycle also. Okay? So the ovaries, yeah, so dito, the ovaries is also part of the endocrine system because this one also produces hormones utilized for the different functions of the reproductive system. Yeah. And so next you have the fallopian tubes. The other name of the fallopian tube is the oviduct. So this is the vessel through which the egg cell travels through the uterus. So each ovary is connected to the uterus by an egg tube or by a fallopian tube. So diba in a female we have two ovaries and the two ovaries are connected to the uterus which is in the central part of the reproductive system. So meron tayong fallopian tube to connect the ovary to the uterus. Okay, so next you have the uterus. So this bag is like an inverted tear. It is held in place by ligaments and muscle. It has a very soft lining, and the uterus holds the fertilized egg and nurtures it till it is a fully developed baby. So, in the uterus, ito yung bahay bata na sinasabi. Okay? So, once the fertilized egg, the zygote, attaches to the uterus is going to release hormones that's going to be used to develop, nurture, and take care of the fertilized egg. Okay? Yun. So next is the cervix. So the cervix is a ring of muscle located at the lower third portion of the uterus. So after the uterus, may cervix na kasunod. It forms a barrier between the uterus and the vagina. So, until birth, the baby is held in place by the cervix. So, kumbaga parang ito yung parang doorway na kailangang daanan ng baby bago siya lumabas ng uterus. So, during birth, the cervix expands and the baby passes through it. So, di ba, imagine niyo na lang kung gaano kalaki ang ulo ng isang bata. Ganon kalaki ang ine-expand ng cervix para lang makalabas ang isang bata during normal birth. Okay, so kaya, my dear students, be very thankful to your mothers kasi talagang a mother's body works a lot of wonders. Okay, so imagine nyo na lang, di nyo ma-imagine, di ba? Even I cannot imagine it even if I'm a woman myself. Next, we have the vagina. This is an elastic muscular canal that connects the cervix to the outside of the woman's body. So, kumbaga, kung yung cervix, yung pintuan, yung vagina, parang hallway, papunta dun sa loob. Okay, so it is a tube that receives the male organ during mating or during intercourse. During menstruation, it is the same tube through which the blood flows out. Okay, so kanina, syempre, yung penis ng isang lalaki, dito siya papasok sa vagina. Tapos yung, tawag dito, yung sperm cell, yung semen na nagpo-contain ng sperm cell. So, dun siya papasok sa may cervix. Kailangan mag-pass through siya sa cervix. Tapos dun niya i-release yung semen sa uterus. Kasi mula sa uterus, saka magta-travel yung sperm cell papunta doon sa fallopian tube kung nasaan yung egg cell na hihintay. Okay? Yan. So, next is the external genitalia. So, kung merong hallway na kasunod. Ito naman yung gate sa labas. So, the external genitalia has a lot of parts and skin. And so, the vestibule is the space into which the vagina and urethra open. So, after ng vagina, yung part ng external genitalia na yung, so ito yung nasa outside part ng female. So, the labia minora is a pair of thin longitudinal skin folds found on either side of the vaginal opening. So, yun yung, kumbaga parang ito lang yung mga cover na ng vagina. So, the labia majora is the two dapat yan. Two folds of skin that extend from the mons pubis downward and backward and merge with the skin of the peritoneum. And so, yung clitoris naman, so the small erectile structure located in the anterior margin of the vestibule. So, ngayon ko lang na-realize wala pala akong picture nito dito. Ayan. So, sorry. And basta mga ano na lang yan, mga nasa labas, nasa outer part na to. Kasi these things are used to protect the inside of the female reproductive system. Okay. So ito, medyo hiwalay siya, pero part pa din siya ng reproductive system. So the mammary glands. So the mammary glands are the organs of milk production located in the breast. So mammary glands are somehow a bit similar to sweat glands, but they are just a modified version. So the mammary glands consists of 15 to 20 glandular lobes, and yung lobes na yon is covered by fat tissue. So yung fat tissue, yun yung nagbibigay ng form ng breast. So kaya siya, tawag dito, kaya siya kaya siya enlarged. Ayan. So, compared sa males, walang fat tissue yung breast ng males. Pero ang breast ng females ay mayroong fat tissue. So, that's why naka-enlarge siya compared sa males. So, the areola is a circular and pigmented part that surrounds the nipple. And so, syempre, the nipple is the part wherein the milk is wherein milk exits. So kapag the child is going to nurse and to drink milk from their mother, so the nipple is the one that they put in their mouth so that they can get the milk from the mammary glands. Okay? And so now that we're done with discussing both the male and female reproductive system, so we're going to discuss about the cycles or the processes that happen. So dun muna tayo sa menstrual cycle. So the menstruation is the monthly shedding of the endometrial lining of the uterus due to the influence of hormones. So ngayon, meron tayong 4 na phases ng menstrual cycle. So ito ay wala sa book nyo. So meron tayong 4 phases. So first one is the follicular phase. The second one is the ovulation phase. The third phase is the luteal phase. And the last one is the menstrual phase. So titignan natin yung step-by-step process na nangyayari dito. So first we have the follicular phase. So the pituitary gland starts the cycle. So how does the pituitary gland start it? So the pituitary gland that is found here sa taas in our brain releases the luteinizing hormone or the LH to initiate follicle maturation. And aside from LH, it also releases follicle stimulating hormone or the FSH to assist in the maturation of follicles by secreting estrogen. So the LH is used to start the follicle maturation, and the FSH is there to assist. So, initiator yung LH, assistant yung FSH. Okay? So, yung the follicles are the ones that are used to secrete estrogen. So, kailangan din yan para makapag-produce ng egg cells ng ovum. Ova. And so, ito yon. Follicular phase ay pag-develop ng egg. Next is the ovulation phase. So during the ovulation phase, the ovary releases estrogen to increase the thickness of the uterus. So this is how the body prepares for pregnancy, for fertilization. Kasi, ayun na. So, the uterus should be thickened so that the fertilized egg can attach to it. Kasi dun kakapit yung bata kapag siya ay mag-grow. Okay, and then after releasing estrogen, after making sure that the uterine lining is thick, the ovary releases the egg. And then the egg moves through the oviduct or the fallopian tube before it enters the uterus. Okay? And then this is the time wherein fertilization happens during the ovulation phase. So, kapag wala pa sa ovulation phase ang babae, hindi at walang egg cell na na-release, it's possible na walang bata na mabubuo. Yun. So, kailangan kapag ang mga couples ay gustong gumawa ng anak or mag-asawa, kailangan mag-asawa muna bago gumawa ng bata. Ayan. So, kailangan if they aim to bring life into this world, kailangan alam nila kung kailan yung ovulation phase ng babae. Okay? So, yan. Endometrium yung other name nung sa uterus. So, yan. Kumbaga, kumakapal na yung lining. Next is the luteal phase. So, if the egg is not fertilized, it will not attach to the uterus. So, if it is fertilized, the egg will be implanted to the uterus. So, once it is implanted there, the uterus is going to signal na kailangan nito ng hormones na para ma-nurture yung growing zygote. Yan. Kasi once na-fertilize na yung egg, magiging zygote na siya. Yan. So, if, for example, hindi naman planong magkaanak, so pag ang unfertilized yung egg natin, the uterus is no longer needed. Kasi wala namang bata nakakapit dun sa uterus. So, hindi na siya kailangan. So, it will break apart. So, ayan, the egg gets released. Yan, yung luteal phase. Ito. So, lastly is the menstrual phase. So, it is the last phase for the menstrual cycle. So, the cells of the thickened uterus break off and leave the vagina kasi hindi naman na kailangan yung extra lining na ginawa. So, the loss of the unfertilized egg cells and the blood, so yung lining the lining will come out as blood, and the blood is also going to contain the unfertilized egg. So, when those two exit the vagina, it's called menstruation. So, kaya, ayun, madugo. Ayan. Okay? So, endometrium sheds. So, that is the menstrual phase. Yan. So, yan na yung paglabas ng mens. So, after that, magsisimula uli yung yung menstrual cycle back to the follicular phase. Okay? Ayan. So, ngayon, paano naman kapag merong fertilization na magaganap or merong sperm cell na present doon sa ating fallopian tube? So, this picture shows that there are a lot of sperm cells trying to break in through the membrane of the egg cell. Kung napapansin nyo, ayan, so there is only one sperm cell that can fertilize an egg cell. Okay? So, ito naman yung nangyayari kapag may fertilization na magaganap. So, once the sperm fertilizes an egg, it becomes a zygote. So, the zygote possesses the characteristics of both of its parents. So, again, nasa nucleus yung characteristics, yung DNA ng parents niya. So, once the zygote continues to divide and divide, it's going to form an embryo. And then the embryo is going to continue to grow inside the uterus. So, hanggang sa makakapit siya. And then, it grows there. Yan. So, yun lang. Yun lang yung sa ating pregnancy. Yan. So, after that, lalaki na for 9 months. Yan. So, meron tayong iba't ibang mga trimester. Ayan, first, second, and third trimester sa 9 months na lalaki yung embryo dyan sa ano, sa uterus ng nanay. Ayan. So, and then, saka magkakaroon ng birth. Okay, so that's it for our discussion about the reproductive um, system for both males and females. And so, yeah. Okay, I'll end here. Goodbye, grade 10.